On our way to go see Pearl Harbor Memorial. We're on a double-decker bus right now.
This is, we were here yesterday.
Yeah, we were here yesterday.
It'd be really cool to come back over here.
Yeah. Yeah, we could bring the scooters over here.
Yeah.
The mopeds or whatever you call them.
So this is on the other side of like you're looking at the ocean to the left.
People out there surfing. Go surf. That's the statue. That's the statue we took a picture of yesterday, remember?
Yeah. Dude, so
Flower. Thank you. It's pretty. You're welcome. Yeah, I think they have all kinds. But it's really pretty. So I love them. I love everyone's flowers.
I had one. It was actually picked from right over there. It was a real one, and it stayed in my hair for quite a while. But the stem broke. So
Oh no.
we did a tour yesterday with a stop tour around the island. So
Like all the way around, like up to or like in.
up to North Shore.
Yeah. Okay. Very cool.
And this is one of the stops.
Okay.
One of the pickups.
Okay.
And the bus driver took the flower and gave it to me.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
So many options to do.
It's so much fun. But it was well worth it. We went to so many different cool spots. Yeah.
And it's, cool because we have somebody that knows, like, the cool places to go to, like, somebody like a guide.
Yeah.
Taking you.
Aloha, everyone. We're on our way to Pearl Harbor, so we're on a double-decker bus right now, just waiting for people that got on the wrong bus. So we're waiting on them to get on our bus so we can get this thing going. But we're, is this Waikiki Beach right here?
I don't think so.
It's really close. It's Waikiki Beach. I mean, it goes around, right? So all these beaches are probably considered Waikiki. We're in Waikiki. Just another part of Waikiki Beach right here.
I don't know for sure.
That point, I feel like I've probably all over the afterwards.
Lola, Oa. How you say that? Oa? Oahu?
Aloha.
No, but how you say that word?
Oahu.
Oahu. Hello, everyone. It's a little cloudy. Got a little rain today, but it still feels good out here.
Yeah.
I love that tree right there.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on them to finish picking up the people. We're on our way to Pearl Harbor Memorial. Are you excited? Me too. I'm
Yeah.
excited to go see Pearl Harbor.
Aloha, everybody. Welcome to Oahu. My name is Chico. I'm going to be your driver. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Make sure to keep all your body parts in the vehicle at all times. And make sure you're holding on or seated while the vehicle's in motion. And this is going to be the Pearl Harbor, Arizona Memorial. And we're leaving the Twin Fin Hotel here on Oakalani Avenue, Oakalani Royal First View for the fragrant gardens of hibiscus, jasmine, and plumeria flowers that Queen Liliuokalani grew at her residence along this avenue. The yellow hibiscus is the state flower. And we just crossed Kuhio Avenue. Kuhio Avenue runs to the middle of Waikiki. Kalakaua Avenue is on the Makai side of Waikiki. Makai means ocean side. Kai means salt water. Mauka is the mountainside, and on the Mauka side of Waikiki is the canal that we call the Alawai. Alawai is the path of the fresh water. Kai is salt water. Wai is fresh water. Just like in the word Waikiki, which means the spouting fresh water for the many rivers and streams that led into the Waikiki area. Waikiki was once a swampland with lo'i water taro patches and local fish ponds until the Alawai Canal was dredged in 1926 to divert the flowing mountain water into the ocean, making Waikiki suitable for development. Now, this island has a unique system of aquifers that filters millions of gallons of rain that fall on the Ko'olau mountain range to the north of us through underground volcanic caverns, giving us some of the most delicious tasting water in the world. The neighbor islands, they don't have this unique aquifer system, and they rely on traditional well storage methods, making droughts much more prevalent on the neighbor islands. That's why they had such a hard time putting out that fire in Lahaina. But we don't really have a problem with droughts here on this island because we have these hollow mountains that hold billions of gallons of rainfall. Looking up towards the Ko'olau mountain range, you're looking into the Manoa Valley. Manoa in Hawaiian means wide or vast. The University of Hawaii is right at the mouth of Manoa Valley, and there's a beautiful free rainforest waterfall hike at the back of the valley called Manoa Falls. About 8/10 of a mile, you go through a bamboo forest. At the end of the hike, 100-foot waterfall, tallest accessible waterfall on the island. Giant albizius trees, avapui, giant ferns, really nice hike if you get a chance, just right here in town, Manoa Falls. And over here on your right side, this is where the Outrigger Canoe Club trains for the largest long-distance canoe race in the world, the Molokai Hoi, from the island of Molokai to Oahu, over 40 miles across the treacherous Kahini Channel. Oh, Chuck. What's up, brother? Pretty good. Headed to Pearl Harbor. This mountain range you guys see up here, that's part of a volcanic eruption that happened over 2 million years ago. But the craters that you see, Diamond Head Crater, Punchbowl Crater, Coco Crater, and Hanama Bay, those are part of a much later eruption that we call the Honolulu Volcanic Series that actually created the plain upon which the city of Honolulu is built, and that series of eruptions happened as recently as 35,000 years ago, and Haleakala on Maui erupted around 300 years ago. So, don't think that these craters can't erupt again. They totally can, and anytime. Whoa, did you feel that rumble? Well, what you have is this hot spot that'll shoot out an island, and then the tectonic plate will move it over, and then it'll shoot out another island, kind of like a conveyor belt. And so Hawaii is the oldest island, and the Big Island is the youngest island. And there's actually a new island being formed off the coast of the Big Island as we speak. So I got the timeshare if anybody wants to get in early. See me after the tour. Just kidding. But the only active volcano is Kilauea on the Big Island. Kilauea has been actively erupting for thousands of years, and our last major eruption was in 2018 when the lava destroyed the neighborhood of Leilani Estates. I had a bunch of friends living out there in Leilani
balcony right
Estates, and
there.
when it was erupting, They were sending me selfies of lava exploding in their backyard. Unfortunately, most of those guys' houses burned down. They all had to relocate. But check out the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park if you get a chance. You'll be amazed at just how close to the volcano you can get. And it's always
there's the
this
food
big
trucks over there.
smoky thing. But if you're lucky, you'll be able to see the lava coming out of the volcano. Whenever it starts to erupt, everybody makes a beeline for the volcano. If you go on YouTube and type in live volcano, there's actually a camera pointed at the Hollywood crater. You can see if it's erupting or not. Hawaii Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island was created at the turn of the century, 1900, by the first Greek Americans in the islands, a guy named George Lycurgus. George Lycurgus started the first bungalow for tourists down on Waikiki Beach. Even before the Moana Surf Rider was built in 1901, George Lycurgus had a bungalow on the beach since 1893 called the Sansuchi. And George Lycurgus would bring everybody in to see the volcano and perform a show for them, where he would jump on a horse, gallop down into the volcanic cauldron, chug a bottle of gin, and throw the bottle at an exploding ball of flame into the lava. And in 1960, George Lycurgus was the oldest man in Hawaii at 101 years old, and he performed his last show in 1952 at the age of 93. To the discouragement of park officials, he jumped on a horse, galloped down into the volcanic cauldron, chugging a bottle of gin. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's why he lived so long.
At 93.
Check out the Hawaii Volcanoes National Park if you get a chance.
I mean, the gin is